Yeah, Navarre Raiders, stand up. Get on your feet, mad child, baby. You know, who wanna rumble with the Raiders? Let's go, let's go. Navarre Raiders, get up, let's go. You don't wanna rumble with the Raiders. You don't wanna rumble with the Raiders. Yes, you wanna rumble with the Raiders. Come on, you wanna rumble with the Raiders. You don't wanna rumble with the Raiders. Yes, you wanna rumble with the Raiders. Come on. Hey, yo, it's lights out. Whenever they turn the lights on, enough with the talking, baby boy, the fight's on. You wanna rumble with the Raiders? Listen, it's nothing, baby, we running through you haters. And you can hate us, cause we keep chips on our shoulder. You know why we the best, but now we gotta show you. Listen, better watch how you approach us. Y'all bugs to us and we'll stump you cockroaches. Simple and plain, quit is what you should really do. Put your game face on, it's about to get physical. This here's a game of strength, patience, determination. And you can never win if you lack in the motivation. And now you heard it from the source. Losing is not an option, you can hear it in our voice. We only play this game to win, and we gon' put it on the line every time and every chance we get. Cause we may never get this chance again. So when you rumble with the Raiders, understand you on the field with men. Why play if you ain't playing to win? You just wasting the Raiders' time. Listen, shall I say it again? Yeah, you don't wanna rumble with the Raiders. You don't wanna rumble with the Raiders. You wanna rumble with the Raiders. Come on. You wanna rumble with the Raiders. You don't wanna rumble with the Raiders. Yes, you wanna rumble with the Raiders. Come on. You wanna rumble with the Raiders. You don't wanna rumble.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Irish Bill on IrishBillSports.com. We are in the capital city tonight here in Tallahassee at Gene Cox Stadium, where we have the Lincoln Trojans and the Navarre Raiders coming up on IrishBillSports.com. Lincoln, the home team, playing here at Gene Cox Stadium. It is the first matchup in the new district 1-7A. Evening, Jonathan.
Evening, Bill.
Glad that you could be with me to help me out tonight. We should have a good game coming out tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, Navarre, their tradition speaks for itself. If you recall, these two teams last met in 2010 when Lincoln obviously won that classic with the block extra point. But it's hard to believe this has only been the second meeting, pardon me.
First regular season meeting between these two teams. They met back in the 2010 region finals. I believe that was either 4A. I think it was 4A back then in 2010. And what a matchup, a classic matchup. The Raiders got up late. It was 13-13 in the fourth quarter. The Raiders were driving down the field. They had 1st and 10. I can still vividly remember because I did the broadcast that night. Navarre had 1st and 10 at Lincoln's 30 with 72 seconds left on the clock. 2 timeouts, and Dwayne Carter was having a great night in the backfield for the Raiders. All they had to do was run the ball 3 straight times up the middle, call timeouts, send out your kicker for the game-winning field goal. Unfortunately, Javoris Allen, otherwise known as Buck Allen, went on. He's now currently in the NFL for quite a few years. He played at USC, and he was standing in the middle of the end zone. Navarre decided to pass on that play. And he went over and intercepted it, sent it to overtime. Navarre scored, Lincoln scored. They moved down the other end of the field. Lincoln scored, Navarre scored to tie it. They stayed at that end of the field, to the left. Navarre went in and scored on 3rd down. But unfortunately, the extra point was blocked as the left defensive end came around the end and got a hand on it. Lincoln would go 1st down at the 10, sack him on 1st down, He throws a fade route in the back of the corner of the left end zone for the touchdown and the extra point, sending Lincoln on to the next round and eventually the state championship.
Absolutely, and I remember that because I was still in high school. I was fixing to graduate that year, and it still seems like it was today that happened, but that was then, and this is now.
9 years later.
Yeah.
This is only my second time that I've broadcasted the game in Tallahassee. My third trip over here to this part is we played Wakulla a few years ago when Felipe Franks was a junior at Wakulla. And we lost a tough 28-21 game to Wakulla down there. They came over to Navarre the next year, and we went to overtime, and they tried for a 2-point conversion in overtime. We stopped them for a 42-41 victory. And we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll be back with more action here on IrishBillSports.com. And hopefully wherever you're at, you'll enjoy this game as we try to bring you the best of Navarre Raider football on IrishBillSports.com. So let's head out to break, and we'll be right back.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Navarre Raider Sports is brought to you by Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, your local real estate connection. With Ursula, you got a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Ursula can help with all of your real estate needs. Whether in the Florida Panhandle or around the world, her 16 years experience in real estate will work for you with innovative marketing strategies. Thinking about selling your home? Call Ursula for a free marketing analysis to see if you qualify for one of the incentive programs. Call or text 850-642-5711. Email ursula.householder@floridamoves.com or go to householderhomes.com. Go Raiders! Your fans are all behind you at the field or while you're watching at home.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, are making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
Have you always wanted to just escape? How about a perfect cruise getaway? Or maybe an adventure to Europe or Hawaii? How about an all-inclusive resort? Then you need to call Cruise Planners Qualified Vacation Planner Judy Bruce today. She is a full-service agent ready to plan your escape. Enjoy dinner at sea, live entertainment, and fun activities. Visit exotic destinations, Alaska, Europe, Belize, all in the comfort of a cruise or land package. Cruise Planners is your land and cruise expert experts. Judy Bruce will plan your dream vacation. Cruise Planners offers great prices with all the extras. Ask about the military or senior discounts. Call Judy Bruce at 828-837-8399. Find her on Facebook at Judy Bruce Cruise Planners or online at dandelionsjourneytravel.com. Email judy.bruce@cruisplanners.com.
Well, we're not on the roof, but we're pretty darn close, aren't we, Jonathan?
We sure are, Bill.
Get it a little closer.
We sure are on the roof, Bill.
There you go. We're about as high up as you can go without being in the press box. We're right in front of the press box on the home side of Gene Cox Stadium. My second time over here. The field looks great.
And I have to say that Ricky Bill and his staff did an outstanding job doing the renovation. I mean, it looks great. I mean, if you look to my left, you can see the scoreboard. It really looks great.
See if we can get it on over there. Yep, it's a little bit small, but we'll come back this way and get it back on the center of the field there. This is Irish Bill with Jonathan Ferris. Jonathan helped me out. He lives here in Tallahassee, and we've been back and forth on Twitter for quite a while now, haven't we, Jonathan?
We sure have, Bill.
He provides me with a lot of information going on over here in Tallahassee, and he does a great job giving us information on Tallahassee sports, and it's going to be a great broadcast tonight. Jonathan's going to do my camera tonight as well as give me a little bit of color, and we'll be breaking them in. Hopefully, if you're here the next time, we'll have you with us as well.
I look forward to it, Bill.
And Navarre out warming up on the field. Lincoln has left the field, and you look over here. If you were looking over here to the right towards the buses, there is 6 visiting buses. That's the players, the band, the cheerleaders. They came in force from Navarre, 195 miles, up 87-10, and then down through the capital city here to Gene Cox Stadium. This is Irish Bill, and we got a great game coming up. 2-1 Lincoln taking on 3-0 in Navarre. Like I said, it's the first game in District 1, Class 7A, and it's going to be a stretch of district games pretty much throughout the rest of the season. The only non-district game Navarre will be at Pine Forest. Next week for Lincoln, they'll be on the road as they will travel to not one of their favorite places, Niceville.
Yeah, Lincoln has, I don't know what it is with Niceville, but we have not had very much success when we go over there. I mean, we had them last year, and then we had a debacle happen, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, unfortunately, there was a ineligible player. Well, actually, he wasn't ineligible. He had just happened to play the night before in the JV game. It was their kicker, their starting kicker, and he dressed for the Friday night game as well in the varsity. And unfortunately, one of the Niceville staff or whatever caught the air, and Lincoln. I think Lincoln ended up self-reporting, and they end up they finished the season 7-5 last year. This is the third year for Coach Quinn Gray. He's 14-13 overall. Kind of un-Lincoln-like numbers, but he's got a good squad here in 2019.
He absolutely does, Bill. And last year kind of was un-Lincoln-like if you think about it. I mean, last year, as I said earlier, the run defense kind of wore out against Orlando Edgewater the following week after we played Oakleaf. But I did see some things that we could build on, and hopefully we have a great game tonight.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. Two great programs with a great history. Lincoln has won a couple of state titles. Navarre is still looking for their first, but they've been to the Final Four twice in the Jay Walls reign. Jay in his 8th year at Navarre with a 72-17 record through his first 7+ years. He has definitely turned the program around at Navarre. I was looking at the stats. The previous 4 coaches at Navarre started in 1998, and they mounted a record of 68-73 over those 14 years. And Jay has surpassed their win total in the last 7+ years at 72-17.
Well, that tells you about Jay. Jay Walls, and what he's able to do as a coach. He's able to build these young men up, and his record speaks for itself.
Most definitely, and he got his first head coaching job just down the road from here at Sewanee, and not too far from here. And went up to Georgia for about 10 years, up to Tift County, a great program they had up there. I think he made 3 state championship games, finished runner-up all three times. Outstanding coach, great community leader, and he loves his young men, and they love him back. And the Raiders will be wearing their white jerseys tonight on the road with the maroon numbers outlined in black, and their maroon pants along with their Raider helmet, the black Raider helmet with the Raider on the side. I have yet to see what Lincoln will be wearing tonight. What do they usually wear for their home games?
I'm not sure what they're going to wear, but as soon as they come out, we'll know.
Well, we're going to listen to our national anthem getting ready to go off here. Normally I would stand, but I am kind of stuck here for the night. We'll give our old hand across the heart. Beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the Lincoln Band to our right. They're just down below us to the right. We are on the home side here at Gene Cox Stadium. We're about 9 minutes away from kickoff here at Gene Cox Stadium. And a beautiful night for football, isn't it, Jonathan?
I mean, what more could you ask for than a great night? I mean, a few clouds, but other than that, it's really sunny.
Real sunny, and once those clouds go down, once the sun goes down, it's going to be a beautiful evening for football, and it's getting closer and closer. We are on Eastern time, so it stays out a little bit later. I would probably say somewhere around halftime we should probably be in the dark.
Yeah, that's what's different for you guys over there, because you guys are on the Central Time Zone.
Yes,
whereas
we are.
over here, we're on the Eastern Time Zone.
Yeah, we've only had to venture out of the Eastern into the Eastern Time Zone a couple of times. In our twice we played Lincoln, and once we played Wakulla. And I'm not sure if Dothan. I think Dothan is still on Central Time. We did venture into Dothan one time, but I think we've only been played 3 games in the Eastern Time Zone We'll hope to change that this year as we can make a deep run. One of these teams make a deep run into the 7A state playoffs.
Absolutely.
Irish Bill here with Jonathan Ferris. We're on IrishBillSports.com. Unfortunately, Bob Crack couldn't make the trip. He's a middle school teacher, and he had to fulfill his duties as a teacher today. So, Bob, if you're watching at home, hopefully you'll enjoy the video broadcast. And we got Lincoln and Navarre coming up here at the top of the hour. We're about 10 minutes, well, less than 10 minutes away, about 7.5 minutes as we venture towards kickoff here in the first ever matchup of District 1 7A teams, Lincoln and Navarre. Other 7A games going on tonight. A big one over in Crestview, as Crestview will be hosting the Niceville Eagles. They've beaten Niceville the last 4 years and trying to make it 5 in a row, and it's a big district game once again. And see if I can pull up the schedule for the rest of the area. That game will be tomorrow night. We're the only thing going here in the area tonight. There is a game over in Panama City as Bay will be hosting Taylor County. And tomorrow night's games will be Niceville at Crestview, Tate at Leon, Arnold at West Florida, Milton at Fort Walton Beach, Gulf Breeze at Washington, Pine Forest going on the road to the number one team in the state in 6A, Columbia. Pace will be at Mosley, Choctaw at Pensacola. St. Stanislaus from Mississippi will be facing off with a tough Pensacola Catholic team. Catholic number 6 in Class 3A. Rutherford at Mariana, PK Young at Florida High. Gaston County at Rickards, Port St. Joe at South Walton. Chipley at Vernon. I'll be over at that ball game just watching it tomorrow night. And Holmes County will be at Graceville. Walton at Freeport. Baker at Northview, a big 1A matchup there. Liberty County at Bluntstown, just down the road from here. Bozeman at Cottondale. Jefferson County at Sneeds. Lighthouse PCA at St. John Paul II. North Bay Haven at Weewa. And McClay traveling over to Okaloosa County to take on Rocky Bayou. So there's your games for tonight and for tomorrow. And we're about 5.5 minutes from kickoff here at Jeans Cox Stadium. Irish Bill with Jonathan Ferris here. We'll bring you all the live action. Jonathan will be on camera as well as doing a little bit of color tonight. And so welcome him to our program. And we got a great game coming up here between Navarre and Lincoln. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we will be back after this break.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Navarre Raider Sports is brought to you by Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, your local real estate connection. With Ursula, you got a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Ursula can help with all of your real estate needs. Whether in the Florida Panhandle or around the world, her 16 years experience in real estate will work for you with innovative marketing strategies. Thinking about selling your home? Call Ursula for a free marketing analysis to see if you qualify for one of the incentive programs. Call or text 850-642-5711. Email ursula.householder@floridamoves.com or go to householderhomes.com. Go Raiders! Your fans are all behind you at the field or while you're watching at home.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
Captains at the middle of the field for the Lincoln Trojans. Number 10, Sage Ennis. Number 4, Jalen Glaze. Number 25 would be Murrian Forston. And it looks like number 51, Jeremiah Brown. And for the Raiders, you have number 2, Tyler England. Number 1, Marlon Courtney. I believe, is out there. Number 25, Gabriel Davis. Goes by Gabe.
Captains tonight for Navarre is number 2, Tyler Ingram.
Actually, Marla Courtney out there. At number 4, Jaden Antonio. And number 21, Kobe Johnson. So there are your captains. And it looks like Navarre will receive the receive. Normally, Navarre has won every toss in the first 4 games of the season. The first 3, they decided to go on defense and get the ball in the second half. Tonight, they're going to take the ball.
I said, Trojan fans, are you ready for some football?
So they have reset the clock at the end of the field to our left.
Will it be the Navarre Raiders?
You have the Navarre Raiders coming out of the right end zone. Lincoln coming out of the left end zone wearing their light gold pants with their green jerseys and gold and white numbers. And their helmet is...
Looks like it's a gold helmet.
They're going with the gold helmet tonight. And that's the normal colors usually of Lincoln. They like to wear the green. They got a couple of different combinations. And tonight they're wearing the green jerseys with the gold pants, stripes down the side of the pants, and the gold helmet. And the Raiders coming out in their maroon pants, white jerseys, numerals in maroon, black helmets.
Come the Raiders!
And the Raiders go to the far sideline. Lincoln comes to the near sideline. And we are just moments from kickoff here. And as the game begins, Jonathan will be moving the camera to the action so you can see what's going on. And appreciate Jonathan being with me tonight.
My pleasure.
Raiders will be on the receiving end of the kickoff here to start this game, as we are just seconds away from kickoff on a rare Thursday night game for the Raiders.
What'd you think of having Thursday? You like Thursday night games, Bill?
Well, the only thing it does, it lets me get off Thursday from work instead of Friday, making a 3-day weekend. Now I got to go back to work tomorrow. So, no, I prefer Friday night games.
Comes off a 21-13 victory over Milton.
The Raiders 3-0. Lincoln 2-1. Suffered a setback 2 weeks ago to Rockledge 34-20. The Raiders have won their 3 games, 28-21 over Gulf Breeze, 34-0 over Pace. And they held on for a tough 21-13 win over Milton last week. Doing the kickoff duties for Lincoln will be number 42, David Monroe. He steps back, getting ready to put toe on leather to get this game going for the Raiders. Back deep for the Raiders. Trent Hall and Gabe Davis. It's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to come down at the 7. Davis has a return. He's got a nice return over the 20 and out to the 25-yard line. A return of 18 for Davis and a Raider first down from their own 28. Actually, they're 25.
On the tackle for the Trojans was number 40, or Marion DeRoche.
So an 18-yard return for Gabe Davis, and that's going to bring the Raider offense out. First and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Courtney back to pass. He's feeling pressure from the outside, and he's going to go down all the way back to the 19, a loss of 6.
Number 52, Jeremiah Madden.
Well, I told you, Bill, that Navarre needed to do that, get the passing game going. But the Trojan defense wasn't fooled.
Second and 16 for the Raiders from their own 19. Single receivers to the far side. Courtney in the backfield, twin receivers to the near side. Courtney looks over the sideline, gets the play call from the sideline. Jaden Antonio in the back behind Marlon Courtney. It's going to be a handoff to Antonio. He's going to get back over the 20, a 2-yard gain out to the 21, and it'll bring up 3rd and 14 for the Raiders.
Bring up a 3rd and long for the Raiders.
Number 8, Devin Williams.
Devin Williams on the tackle for the Trojans.
Trojan fans, let's make some
See if the Raiders can improve on their about 35% on third down conversions through their first 3 games. 3rd and 14 from the Raiders, just outside their own 21. Corney does a quick, trying to draw the defense off sides, does not.
You got a flag or?
No flag on the play.
Okay.
3rd and 14 from the Raiders from their own 21-yard line. Just underway here at Gene Cox Stadium. Courtney back to pass. He's feeling pressure. He's got a receiver, Tyler England, for a first down over the 40 and out to the 44-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 23 to England and a Raider first down.
Tyler England, and that's going to be a first down for the Raiders.
Courtney with his first completion on the night. 23 yards and a Raider first down. And they move the ball out to the 44-yard line where the Raiders will extend. A great third down conversion for the Raiders. Jonathan?
Absolutely. My thing here is, I don't know, it may be too early, but I'd be surprised if I see Navarre go no huddle.
It's going to be Trent Hull on the jet sweep. He's going to get 2 yards out to the 46. Going to mark it out to the 47. So give Hull three on the carry. And it'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Trent Hull only a sophomore. 2nd and 7 for the Raiders at their own 47. 9:29 on the clock. We'll adjust the clock as the game goes, folks. 2nd and 7. Courtney looking over to the sideline. Navarre brought their band over there, so they're across the way. And 2nd and 7 for the Raiders from their 47. Courtney looking back to pass. He's got a receiver. Nice catch by England. He's in Trojan territory down to the 35 and a 18-yard gain, and it's a Raider first down.
Navarre's moving the ball down the field really easily, folks, against this Trojan defense. Trojans are going to have to make some adjustments on defense.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Trojan 35-yard line with 8:45 on the clock. Courtney's on the keeper. He's got good yardage close to the 30-yard line. Takes a big hit, and we're going to have a penalty on the play.
But there is a flag on the field.
And they're going to stop the clock at 8:38, and I'll adjust the clock here on the computer to let you know where we stand at the 8:38 mark here in the first quarter. No score from Gene Cox Stadium.
I think it's a hold, Bill?
And that's one thing that's been bothering the Raiders on offense most of the year. That can't get away from the big holding play, and you're right, Jonathan. It was a holding penalty.
That's been plaguing Lincoln too. It did that last week against Tate. We had too many penalties.
It's going to be a 10-yard penalty against Navarre.
17 for the Raiders from the Trojan 42-yard line.
First penalty of the night for Navarre. First and that's about 17 yards. Courtney looking over to the sideline. Raiders into Trojan territory on their opening drive. 8:25 on the clock. Courtney's going to hand off to Jaden Antonio. He breaks one tackle, gets back inside the 40, down to the 39. A gain, let's call it a gain of about 4 for Antonio.
And the thing is, Bill, you want to get off to a fast start if you're Navarre.
Ball resting at the Trojan 39-yard line.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and about 14 for the Raiders at the Trojan 39-yard line.
Looks like there might be a little confusion out there on the Navarre side.
They get the play call from the sideline. Antonio shifts from right to left. Gomez goes in motion. Courtney looking back to pass. He's got a receiver, and he's going to go in for the score. It's Xavier Thomas from 39 yards out as he breaks one tackle, and the Raiders are on the board at the 7:32 mark.
Well, I said this from the get-go, Bill, that somebody needed to make a fast start. And Navarre throws the first punch and gets on the board first. So now the thing is, can we see if Lincoln can answer Navarre's touchdown?
A 39-yard pass play at the 7:32 mark. Penton in for the extra point for Navarre. Penn's kick is up, and it is through. 7-0 Navarre. So the Raiders take their opening drive, 75 yards, and put the first points on the board. 7-0 Navarre here with 7:32 to go in the opening quarter.
Run by the Lincoln High School Quarterback Club Booster Club.
Great job there by Navarre, Bill.
That concession stand is located in the north end zone.
They converted that big 3rd and 14 from their own 21-yard line on the 18-yard pass to actually the 23-yard pass to Tyler England. Tyler with 2 catches on the night had 5 catches for 112 yards last week and a touchdown, and a big 82-yarder in the second quarter.
And I'm going to go back to what I said last week when we played Tate. I said that this game right now scares me.
On to kick the ball off for Navarre is number 29, Preston Penton.
So on that play by Xavier Thomas, it goes for 39 yards. It's a pooch kick. The Raiders are going to try and get it before it goes out of bounds. As they tried an onside kick to start, Jay Wall's throwing out all the marbles here in the first district game.
Bag of tricks.
And it's going to go out of bounds.
And it looks like the Trojans are going to get the ball.
So Marlon Courtney, three of three passing in that drive for 80 yards and a touchdown.
That's a good start for the quarterback there for Navarre.
So there'll be a legal procedure call against Navarre. Since it was outside the 35, they'll get the ball right where it went out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
And it looks like Lincoln is setting up to run the ball here.
And good defensive pressure by the sophomore Devin Wright, the younger brother of Dante Wright, who is playing at Colorado State now. Pendleton on the carry.
Lincoln always, or not Lincoln, Navarre always has these college prospects that they tend to get every year.
And they're going to run another play, and it's going to bring up
3rd and long.
Out to the 45.
Pendleton on the tackle for Navarre was number 52, Grady Kelly.
And it's going to bring up third and 8 for the Trojans from their own 45. Actually spotted at the 44. Chris Beard in at quarterback for the Trojans. 3rd and 8 for the Trojans from their own 44. Beard back to pass. He's feeling pressure up the middle. He's got a receiver wide open in a broken play.
That could be a Trojan touchdown.
And that's going to be a 56-yard touchdown pass on the broken play. The corner over on the right side. And that goes to number 11. That is number 11, Marco Scarica?
Scarico, I think.
Scarico?
The thing is, Bill, Navarre came out and threw the first punch. Now, and Lincoln just answered right back. Now we'll see how they do on the extra point because Lincoln's special teams have been shaky at times.
And the kick is up.
It's good.
It's good. So we're tied at 7 here. 2 big third down conversions for each team. And we're tied at 7 here as both teams score on their opening possession.
Let's make some noise.
At the 6:35, number 11, Marco Scarico with the touchdown. He was wide open. Nobody over there, Jonathan.
Yeah, you're right, Bill. I mean, it seems like they forgot about covering him, and he just ran right to the end zone.
And an easy pass and catch from Chris Beard to Marco Scarico. And we're tied at 7. And kicking off once again, number 42, David Monroe. Back deep for the Raiders is Gabe Davis. And it's going to be returned right up the middle. Nice return by Davis. Out over the 25, out to the 27-yard line. It's going to be a return of about 18.
Nice return there by Navarre.
The Raiders will set up on their own 28-yard line. Actually, at the 27. On a nice return by Gabe Davis. And the Raiders didn't think we would see fireworks like this early on there, Jonathan.
Sure not, Bill. Apparently, if it keeps going like this, we might have a fireworks show like we did back in 2010.
Yeah, 34-3. That was only 13-13 at the end of regulation, but it went on to be.
It was a great game. Out comes the Navarre offense, folks.
First and 10 for the Raiders. 6:22 on the clock here.
It looks like there's movement on the offensive line. Maybe a false start.
False start against the Raiders.
Yep, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. And the Raiders will have first and 15.
22-yard line, excuse me.
So the Raiders' third penalty of the night already.
First and 15.
Very doesn't really match the Raiders' flow in their game. It's going to be Antonio on the pitch. He's going to get to the outside. He gets back the penalty yardage +1. Will bring up 2nd and 9.
Hey, that was a great run right there for Antonio.
There's another flag on the ground. And now let's see what they're going to call. And the Trojan players are pointing towards Navarre.
I don't know what the refs could be discussing here.
Not really sure either. It's going to be they're going to pick it up. So give Antonio 6 yards on the carry, and he'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Raiders from their own 26. Actually, they're going to spot it at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 9. Courtney in the shotgun. Antonio right behind him. Twin receivers near side. Single receiver to the top of the screen. Thomas and Trent Hall to the bottom. Tyler England to the top. And the Big Bubba's doing their job here early on for the Navarre Raiders. 5:55 on the clock. It's going to be Antonio off right tackle behind Preston Brewer.
A host of Trojans is going to bring up 3rd down.
Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd down and
8. 1 yard
No,
gain.
it looks like 3rd down and 9, Bill.
So they're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a ball length more. And it's going to be 3rd and let's call it a long 8.
Yeah.
The Raiders in trying to convert on 3rd down once again. Gomez goes in motion from left to right. Courtney back to pass. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's got a receiver wide open, Trent Hall. And that should be a late hit out of bounds.
That's got to be a late hit.
And there is no flag. That should have been a late hit on the near sideline. But it's going to fall incomplete.
Let's give a round of applause to that defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. And we'll see Tyler England out to punt for the first time. And the first incomplete pass of the night for Marlon Courtney.
I agree with you, Bill. That should have been a late hit. I'm surprised no flag came out.
In college, that's definitely a late hit. But I guess the Mr. Official judge didn't see enough, and we'll give him that. Tyler England with a high end-over-end punt. It's going to come down, a fair catch at the 44-yard line.
And now Lincoln's offense with Chris Beard at quarterback are coming out.
27-yard punt for England on his first punt of the night. And the Trojans going to have good field position at their own 44.
Crowley, Matthew Edward to the Spirit tent in the north end zone.
Scarrick, the return man on that. So they send 2 receivers top the screen. Beard's going to go under center. 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 44-yard line. It's going to be off right tackle. He's going to cut back. Nice lane over the midfield stripe and into Raider territory down to the 49-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7.
It looks like Lincoln's wanting to go hurry up here.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 3, and they do hurry up.
Collier on the carry, but he's met by a gang of Raiders. He's going to bring up 3rd down for the Trojans.
And that's going to be no gain on 2nd down, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Trojans. Trips to the top of the screen. Single to the bottom. Collier in the backfield with Chris Beard in the shotgun. A high snap, he corrals it. And the lefty's going to hit his receiver for 1st down to the 43. A gain of 6, and a Trojans 1st down to Troy Lucas.
So far, Bill, the offense for Lincoln is starting to feel
28.
very comfortable right now.
1st down for the Trojans.
Uh-oh, here comes looks like a turnover. Maybe not.
And the Trojans are going to recover.
And he fumbles. Ball's recovered by the Trojans.
And he's going to lose about 8 on the play.
Want to bring up 2nd and 20.
Navarre was ready to pounce on that ball.
2nd and 20 for the Trojans, back to the 47 in their own territory. 7-7 is your score with 3:21 on the clock. As Lincoln recovers their own fumble to keep their drive alive. The lefty is going to hit his receiver. A nice play, and they're going to throw interference as Bailey Houston is there just a tad early. So the flag is kind of hurting the Raiders here early on in this ball game.
Yeah, the penalties are really hurting the Raiders. Oh, pardon me, it's defensive holding, folks.
Which is it's a 10-yard penalty instead of the 15 for pass interference, and it's not an automatic 1st down in high school.
College game is totally different.
It's going to be a 10-yard penalty against Navarre. They'll bring up 2nd and 10. They get the fumble yardage right back.
2nd and 15.
It's going to be handoff in the backfield.
That goes nowhere.
And I think we're going to have a holding penalty against the Trojans.
It looks like we have a hold against Lincoln.
Flag on the field.
I think we're going to back that one up 10 yards.
Like I said last week, the Trojans had problems.
Oh, a face mask penalty against Navarre.
Oh, whoa. I did not see that one coming.
So that's going to keep it 3rd and 5. And that's the 5th penalty for Navarre already.
So far, Lincoln getting the breaks they want, but
2nd and 8. Chris Beard in the shotgun. He looks over to the sideline for the play.
Looks over to Coach Quingray for the play.
Skarika goes in motion. He's going to get the handoff, and he's going to be a nice tackle as Bailey Houston makes up for that holding penalty a couple of plays earlier. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Got a yard if lucky on that one.
3rd and 7 for the Trojans. See if they can force the Trojans to punt, or if the Trojans would, as they're in Raider territory, possibly going forward on 4th down.
So far, Bill, this is turning into the classic that I am wishing for, which is classic from a couple of years ago.
Skarika goes in motion. Beard back to pass. It's going to be a screen play, and it's going to be snuffed out by Grady Kelly down at the 38-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's going to be that's going to bring up 4th down for the Trojans.
Grady Kelly on the tackle is going to bring up 4th down, and they're keeping the offense on the field.
It looks like the Trojans are going to go for this, folks.
4th and 5, and it's tipped, and the Raiders will take over on downs.
Nice stop there by the Raiders. That might be the break that the Raiders needed.
And that's going to fall incomplete. The Raiders' defense holds, and they will take over on their 3rd possession. And we're tied at 7 with 1:39 on the clock here in the opening quarter between Navarre and the Lincoln Trojans. District matchup here tonight.
Huge district matchup, folks.
1st and 10 from Navarre from their own 38. It's going to be a handoff to Antonio. He gets to the outside. He's got some room. He's going to have a Raider first down out around the midfield stripe, right at the midfield stripe. A gain of 12 and a Raider first down for Jaden Antonio.
If Navarre can continue to run the ball like this, it'll be a long night for that Trojan defense.
As we're down here to under about a minute 18 on the clock here in the opening quarter. Navarre with the first down at the midfield stripe with 1:12 on the clock. As our game clock on our computer is trying to catch up. First and 10, Navarre. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be Antonio caught up in the backfield. Couldn't really get anything going, Jonathan.
Nope, he was swarmed by some Trojans on that play.
He's going to lose.
By number 40,
Marianne LaRoche on the tackle for the Trojans. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Let's call it 2nd and 13. The Raiders backed up to their own 47. We're down under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. 7-7 is your score. He's going to hit Jaden Rivera out of the backfield. He's going to get inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 9 to Rivera. And that easily could be the last play of the.
Ball resting at the 45-yard line.
Looks like that's going to bring up
some noise for that defense on third down.
Looks like that's going to be the last play of the third quarter, Bill.
A rather quick quarter as we're here already. You could put one quarter under in the books, and we're tied at 7 heading to the second quarter. And we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back, folks. 7-7 is your score. Jonathan Ferris with Irish Bill here on irishbillsports.com. We'll be right back.
Have you always wanted to just escape? How about a perfect cruise getaway? Or maybe an adventure to Europe or Hawaii? How about an all-inclusive resort? Then you need to call Cruise Planners Qualified Vacation Planner Judy Bruce today. She is a full-service agent ready to plan your escape. Enjoy dinner at sea, live entertainment, and fun activities. Visit exotic destinations, Alaska, Europe, Belize, all in the comfort of a cruise or land package. Cruise Planners is your land and cruise experts. Judy Bruce will plan your dream vacation. Cruise Planners offers great prices with all the extras. Ask about the military or senior discounts. Call Judy Bruce at 828-837-8399. Find her on Facebook at Judy Bruce Cruise Planners or online at dandelionsjourneytravel.com. Email judy.bruce@cruiseplanners.com.
Third and 5 for the Raiders. Thanks, Rich, for letting us know. We adjust the camera here just a little bit to get back more of the field. And we'll back off just a tad. There we go. Courtney back to pass. He's got a receiver. It's going to be caught by Trent Hall. He's got a Raider first down inside the 35, all the way down to the 32.
Great job there by Navarre.
Navarre is number 14, Trent Hall.
On a 15-yard gain to Hall and a Raider first down.
But it's going to be 1st and 10, Navarre.
Courtney already 5 of 6 for 104 yards. It's going to be Trent Hall on the jet sweep inside the 30. He's going to get down about the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Another great run there by Navarre.
By a couple of Trojan defenders. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Raiders moving the ball.
They sure
down
are.
into Trojans territory, down to the 32, 2nd and 5. We're 11-11 to go here in the opening half. 7-7 is your ball game. Marlon Courtney in at quarterback. 5 of 6 on the night for 104 yards and then a score. Jaden Rivera in the backfield with him.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Courtney fumbles the snap, and he's going to lose yardage all the way back to the 40, actually back to the 37-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 15.
Bill, I don't know if there was miscommunication on that snap by the center and quarterback, or what happened.
It might have been a little quick because it didn't look like Courtney was quite ready for it. going to be 3rd and 15, 3rd and long for the Raiders on the sack. Second sack of the night for the Trojans defense.
Here comes the blitz.
Courtney's got a receiver down the right sideline. England hauls it in inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal Raiders at the 6 on a beautiful passing catch from Courtney to England. A gain of 31 yards, and it's 1st and goal Navarre.
What a beautiful throw there by Courtney.
1st and goal for Navarre. Ball resting at the Lincoln 6-yard line.
Raiders get another 3rd down conversion. Their 4th first down of the night, and it's 1st and goal Navarre
Let's make some noise, Trojans.
at the Trojan 6-yard line. Isaiah Miller now in the backfield for the Raiders. 1st and goal. It's going to be a handoff to Miller. He's going to go off left tackle. Good yards inside the 5, all the way down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 2.
Nice stop there by the Trojan defense.
2nd and goal.
Raiders trying to hurry up their offense a little bit. Xavier Thomas, Trent Hall to the top of the screen. It's going to be handoff to Miller, and he's Big Bubbas are trying to push the pile, but he's going nowhere. 3rd and goal at the 2. Raiders misfired there a little bit. Kind of got off a little bit too quick, and the defense was a little bit ahead of them on that one, Jonathan.
Absolutely, Bill, but they're about to go in and score.
They're at the 2-point conversion marker right now, and goal. Antonio back in, England to the near side. Trent Hall's going to go in motion.
Looks like
It's going to be a keeper by Courtney, and he walks in from 3 yards out, and the Raiders back on the board at the 8:59 mark.
Great job there by Courtney as he keeps it himself.
From 3 yards out, Courtney adds his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
On to attempt the extra point for the Raiders is number 29,
Preston Penton in for the extra point at the 8:59 mark of the second quarter. 3-yard run by Courtney on the keeper, and he has the Raiders back on the board. Penn's kick is up, and it is good. Navarre 14, Lincoln 7.
With 8:49 left to play in the first half.
And we are at 8:59 on the clock. 3-yard keeper by Courtney. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season to go with his 6 touchdown passes.
Bottom line here, Bill, is if Lincoln doesn't make adjustments on defense, it's going to be a long night.
The Navarre converting 3rd downs there. That's twice now in both of their touchdown drives that they completed a big 3rd down catch. That one 31 yards from Courtney to Tyler England.
Courtney is a special athlete. I mean, he'll be playing somewhere on Saturdays someday.
Most definitely. I agree with you, Jonathan.
We'll see what Coach Walls dials up here. Is he going to do that pooch kick again, or is he going to do a regular kick?
My wife's checking in, says that the picture looks great. It's going to be a high end over end kick, come down at the 10-yard line. It's going to be returned. And a big hit there on defense by number 30, Brandon Marquise. Actually, no, that was Matthew Feldner on the hit, on the special teams hit. And a big hit, it's going to set up Lincoln 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That hit right there just showed you why Navarre's defense can be nasty.
And that one comes down at the 10, so a 50-yard kickoff.
We'll see what
and a 1st and 10 as Chris Beard brings the offense back out. Trips to the near side, single to the top of the screen. Pendleton back in the backfield with Chris Beard. 14-7 Navarre here early in the second quarter. It's going to be handoff right up the middle, off right tackle. And he's forced to the outside. Pendleton's going to get a gain of 1, and he'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Question is, let's see how Lincoln responds here after that Navarre touchdown.
Pendleton with the 1-yard carry. 2nd and 9 for Lincoln with 8:30 on the clock here in the second quarter. Beard looks to the sidelines, yells out the play call to his teammates. 2nd and 9. Beard looking to pass. He's feeling pressure. And Grady Kelly's going to bring him down in the backfield. The Raiders' first sack on the night of Chris Beard, and it's going to be a big loss all the way back to the 17-yard line of Lincoln.
That Navarre Raider defense was just swarming on Chris Beard. He had nowhere to go.
Going to bring up 3rd and 17 for the Trojans.
3rd and 17
Let's call it
on a 9-yard loss.
Let's call it 3rd and long.
First sack of the night by Navarre. Beard back to pass. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's got his receiver, a big 3rd down conversion to Sage Ennis.
And I believe that is the Clemson commit, if I am not mistaken.
Is that number 14? Or is that number 11? Either way, Sage Ennis. It's going to be a 30-yard completion to Ennis.
If he is the Clemson commit, Clemson will be getting a great receiver.
So a big 3rd down conversion for Lincoln. 30 yards to Ennis. And it's first down. Lincoln, they're going to do a quick hitter out here to the near side. He's tried to find Dominic Larry here on the near side, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Dominic Larry.
So we'll bring up 3rd and 10. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans from their own, just inside their own 48. 7:18 on the clock. We'll stop our clock to let the game clock catch up. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans from their 48. Beard looking to pass. He's got a receiver, and he tried to find Skarika across the middle, and he overthrows him by a couple of yards.
3rd and 10.
Looks like it'll be another 3rd and long for the Trojans.
Both teams have had success on 3rd and long tonight so far, Jonathan.
Absolutely, Bill. Let's see what the Trojans dial up here.
3rd and 10. 2 receivers to the top. So they're going to send 1 to the top, 2 to the near side. Chris Beard into shotgun. He's feeling pressure right up the middle.
He's
going to take off and run. He's going to just try and throw it away, and he just does throw it away. He'll bring up 4th down.
That was a smart decision there by Chris Beard to not try and force it into coverage where it could have been intercepted. So, smart play there by Beard.
We are at 7:05 on the game clock here in the second quarter. 14-7 Navarre. And we're going to see the punter for the first time tonight for Lincoln. It looks like number 34, Brent Beach.
Yes.
Back deep for the Raiders, standing at his own 22-yard line is Gabe Davis. 7:05 on the clock. 14-7 Navarre here in the second quarter. Beach with a high end-over-end punt. It's going to be a fair catch by Davis at the 26-yard line, where the Raiders will take over with a 14-7 lead and a 6:59 on the clock here in the second quarter. So how are you enjoying it so far, Jonathan?
I'm enjoying it. A little nerve-wracking, but other than that.
You'll get used to it. Before long, you'll be a pro at it.
Not like Gene Deckerhoff.
Well, there's not too many as good as Gene Deckerhoff. We were talking about this earlier. Gene Deckerhoff and Mick Huber for the Gators, two of the best college broadcasters in all of college football. 1st and 10, Navarre. Courtney back to pass. He's got a receiver out of the backfield. Is Antonio. He's going to get a 1-yard gain out to the 22.
So far, Courtney has been really effective tonight.
7 of 8 for 136 yards and a score. And a rushing touchdown as well. 2nd and 9 for the Raiders. Courtney in the shotgun. They're going to stack 2 receivers to the near side. Now they're going to split them up. Trent Hall and Tyler England. A.J. Arno to the top of the screen. Gomez goes in motion. It's another bad snap. Courtney's just going to fall on it at the 6.
That was near disaster right there, Bill, for Courtney.
It's going to be a 16-yard loss on the bad snap. And unfortunately, those numbers go to the quarterback. Doesn't make your stat. I know it doesn't make sense, but He's the one nearest the ball, so he gets credit. So it's going to be third and
From
about
the 6.
third and 25 to go for the Raiders. Might just see a run play to give them a little bit of yardage away from their own goal line.
It's a smart play.
Courtney in the shotgun.
Uh-oh. Timeout.
And we're going to have timeout. Navarre, their first of the game. And we're going to stop the clock at the 5:29 mark of the opening half. Irish Bill and Jonathan Ferris here with you at Gene Cox Stadium. And
so far,
a beautiful night as the sun's starting to go down here in Leon County. Only my second broadcast in Leon County. Football-wise, I've done a couple of soccer games over at Leon High School, the Lady Raiders soccer team. And one good, one not so good outcome. The Raiders are going to have third and about 25 here when they come out of their timeout with a 14-7 lead. Kind of an inauspicious time to have a snap over your quarterback's head.
Absolutely, Bill. Now, if you're the Trojans, this would be a huge stop if you get it.
We'll give them great field position. Courtney in the shotgun. Third and 25 for the Raiders from their own 6. Courtney back to pass.
Uh-oh.
He's going to be forced out of his own end zone. And he's just going to throw it away. And we'll bring up fourth down as he tried to find England here on the near sideline.
Another smart decision there by Courtney to just get rid of that ball and not force the issue.
And we're going to run the clock down to 5:20. Tyler England coming in for the second time tonight, but he'll be standing in his own end zone.
Not a place you want to be standing, Bill.
The Raiders have a big, on second down, a bad snap over the head of Courtney, sets them back to their 6. A incompleted pass, and the Raiders will be punting out of their own end zone. Good snap. High, not very long, but a high effective kick, and the Trojans are going to have great field position at their Raider 33 yard, actually spotted at the 32, so a 26-yard punt.
I failed to mention this last week. Lincoln blocked a punt against Tate, so they can block punts.
So no return, but the Trojans going to have great field position at the Raider 32.
Here come the Trojans out on offense with Chris Beard as the quarterback.
5:15 on the clock. Officials timeout with 5:15. I think we're going to a water break, and we'll take a break along with them. Navarre 14, Lincoln 7 with 5:15 on the clock here in the opening half. Irish Bill and Jonathan will be right back on IrishBillSports.com.
Once again, we like to remind
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Navarre Raider Sports is brought to you by Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, your local real estate connection. With Ursula, you got a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Ursula can help with all of your real estate needs. Whether in the Florida Panhandle or around the world, her 16 years experience in real estate will work.
Quick out of the timeout break, and we have a flag, and let's count the players out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we have 12 players out there?
Is this going to be on Navarre or Lincoln?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 players for Navarre. So 12 players on the field for Navarre. You come out of a timeout, and that's kind of odd to have 12 men on the field. That's their sixth penalty of the night.
I've never seen that before.
And it's going to be a 5-yard variety. Beard on the handoff. It's going to be a gain of 4.
And they're going to be close to to another first down.
on the carry for the Trojans is number 27,
Collier on the carry.
Dorian Collier.
He's going to gain 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Beard into shotgun. Kind of got a free play here on 2nd and 1. Might take a shot at the end zone. Trailing 14-7 here in the second quarter. Skarek is going to go in motion. It's going to be Beard on the keeper. And Grady Kelly on the sack. His 2nd sack of the night.
Wow.
Only a junior.
Great job right there, coming after Beard.
They're going to spot the ball back at the 27. It's going to be a loss of 6. And I bring up 3rd and 8. 2nd sack of the night for Kelly and the Raider defense.
Looks like it's 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 coming up. Actually, no, 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. So it's going to be a loss of 5. Beard into shotgun. Twin receivers top the screen. Single back in the backfield to his left. And a single receiver here on the near side. Beard looking across the middle. And it's going to be over the outstretched arms of Bailey Houston. Houston had him covered, but the receiver was just a little bit too tall. And Sage Ennis goes in for the touchdown from 27 yards out.
That was a great pass by Chris Beard right there.
So on another 3rd down conversion, and out for the extra point is David Monroe.
I did mention earlier Lincoln has been a little shaky at special teams. We'll see.
Kick is up, kick is through, and we're tied at 14.
And just like that, Lincoln has responded.
Lincoln 14, Navarre 14.
So 3:46 on the clock. A 27-yard pass from Beard to Ennis. And Monroe's extra point is good, and that will tie the score up at 14. So 2 big catches by Ennis in that drive. The 30-yarder. Actually, no, that was on the previous drive. So 2 catches for 57 yards for Ennis.
Are you still here? Who's going to win this game? Is it going to be Navarre? Or is it going to be those mighty Lincoln Trojans?
So it look
14-14 is your score, folks. 3:46 on the clock here in the second quarter. Irish Bill with Jonathan Ferris here on IrishBillSports.com. A beautiful night here.
Sun is about to go down, and we're about to be in the dark, but
this field is just downright beautiful. Brand new refurbished field here at Gene Cox Stadium. Monroe with the kickoff. It's going to be a line drive, and it's going to take a Lincoln bounce into the end zone.
Touchback.
And for a touchback, and the Raiders will start out from their own 20, 1st and 10. Both teams have used a one timeout here in the opening half.
Because it says Lincoln hasn't used a timeout. Maybe I'm seeing things.
From their own 20-yard line.
All right, so Courtney will come back out at quarterback, the senior.
So far in the game, 7 of 9 for 136 yards and a score. 1st and 10, Navarre from their own 20-yard line. It's going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be a keeper on Courtney. He's out over the 25 to the 26. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Great run right there by Moreland Courtney.
He sent Trent Hull in motion from right to left, and he decided to call his own number on the keeper, 2nd and 4. Green on the tackle. They're going to give him 7 yards on the carry. Hall going in motion. Courtney back to pass. He's going to be hit, and that affected his throw. It's going to fall incomplete, and the clock will come to rest at the 3:12 mark here in the opening half.
That pass was incomplete.
He's looking to find his favorite receiver, Tyler England, but his arm kind of got hit as he was following through. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3.
A huge 3rd down and 3 here for the Raiders.
Hall goes in motion. Hall's going to
and he's met by the Trojans.
Not get the ball, and Courtney's going to be snuffed out at the line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to lose 1. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
Great job right there by that Trojan defense. And we'll see if they can take the lead here before halftime.
They need a big punt out of Tyler England. He had two 50-yard punts at Milton last week and averaged 44 yards on 5 punts on the night. So a great night. He was our special teams player as well as our offensive player of the game. Tyler standing on his own 10-yard line awaiting the snap. It's a good snap. It's a high end of rim, a little bit better. And it's going to send Lincoln back into their own end of the field. He runs right out of his shoe. And he's going to get no yards at the 38. So no yards on the return. Nice punt. 37-yard punt by England to get the Raiders out of their own end with 2:18 on the clock here in the opening half.
That was a very good punt right there by England, but near disaster for the Trojans. Sorry.
There we go. Doing a great job, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Appreciate all the help.
Chris Beard and that Trojan offense are back.
Actually, a new quarterback in there, number 15.
Perry Fisher.
Fisher in at quarterback, and it's going to be a handoff, and they're going to lose 2 yards on the carry. That's Pendleton. Bring up second and Devin Wright on the tackle. Second and 12 for the Trojans with 2:01 on the clock. Actually, we're down under 2. We're down to 153. Second and 12. Fisher in at quarterback. He's looking to pass. He's going to feel pressure, and he's going to get a receiver behind the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 64 yards to Ennis.
And it looks like that'll be a Trojan touchdown, folks.
Sage Ennis with the 64-yard touchdown reception. And the Trojans out for the first time in this contest. 3 touchdown passes. This one at the 138 mark. Monroe in for the extra point. It almost looked like he was close to crossing the line of scrimmage. Monroe's kick is up and good. 21-14 Lincoln with 1:30.
It looked mighty close, Bill.
Navarre, 14.
It looked close. I thought he crossed the line, too.
It looked like he had crossed, but apparently not. And the Trojans have their first lead of the night on the 67-yard pass play from Fisher to Ennis. And the Trojans have their first lead. Raiders with 2 timeouts left. Lincoln does have their full allotment of timeouts left. That was a water break timeout.
Yeah. Plenty of time for the Raiders. No need to panic. Plenty of time.
Perry Fisher, the sophomore.
Trojan Nation, stand to your feet and make some noise.
Trojans are kicking it off here.
That's going to carry him down inside the 2. Davis is going to be stuck down inside his own 6. Probably should have just let that one go.
I agree, Bill. You've been much better off letting that one go. So.
And he'll be reminded of that probably going to the sideline here.
And that'll bring out the Navarre offense with Marlon Courtney.
1:32 on the clock. The Raiders trailing 21-14.
Again, plenty of time. Use your timeouts accordingly.
The Big Bubbas come out with Marlon Courtney, their leader at quarterback. Tyler England and Trent Hall to the near side. A.J. Arno to the top of the – actually, that's Tyler Martinez to the top of the screen.
From the 6-yard line.
1:32 on the clock.
Marlon Courtney in a QB.
Uh-oh. Could be – is it a false start?
False start called against the Raiders.
Penalty bug is just hitting the Raiders big time here. Lincoln has yet to have a penalty, and the Raiders have had 7 penalties here in the first half.
First and 12.
And if you're Coach Walls, that has got to be frustrating you.
Lincoln will get the ball to start the second half. It's going to be a nice run by Antonio, but he is stuck at the 4-yard line. A gain of 2. Bring up second and 8. And Lincoln will take their first time out. At the 126 mark, we'll bring up second and 11.
I mean,
Call it second and 12.
You said it. The penalties have just killed the Raiders tonight. I mean, anytime you have a lot of penalties, that doesn't help vote well for you.
126 on the clock here.
We'd like to recognize our Lincoln High School Quarterback Club sponsor.
That is one of the loudest intercoms I have ever heard in my life.
If you can hear behind me, that would be the Lincoln announcer. Used to be the announcer for Florida A&M. He does a great job.
I like it because you can definitely hear him.
Oh, yes.
You get some places and you can't hear him very well. You can definitely hear him.
Yes.
Trojan Nation, make some noise.
Second and 12 for the Raiders, 126 on the clock. Courtney is going to quick hitter to the outside. Trent Hall is going to get out over the 10 to the 11. Give him a 7-yard completion.
Good, great job right there by Marlon Courtney to get the Raiders out of the end zone.
7-yard completion to Trent Hall.
Timeout, Trojans.
Trojans take another timeout. And we're going to adjust the clock down to 1:19 on the clock. Second timeout for Lincoln.
American Grill, Miller's Ale House, Sonny's Barbecue.
Trojans have 1 timeout left, and the Raiders have 2.
And our business ad sponsor, Smiles by Bet.
Well, I'm just going to let him talk because I can't overtalk him. I can, but it's not very professional.
Angela Harris, Vice President of Fundraising, Sandy Moss, Treasurer, Shirley Paul, Secretary, Alonda Hill, Communications, Marco Skirtica, Spirit Tent Coordinator, Christopher and Shelley Green.
And it's going to be third and 5 for the Raiders from just inside their own 12. They're going to send Hull and England to the near side. Martinez to the top of the screen. Gomez goes in motion. Courtney back to pass. He's got a receiver, and England drops it at the 20-yard line. Would have been a Raider first down, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So the Raiders will punt.
With 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock.
So Lincoln will have to be able to extend their lead if they can score on this drive.
It was a little low. Lincoln had it with 1:15 to go. They're going to get the ball back. England standing in his own end zone once again with 1:15 on the clock. 21-14. Lincoln Trojans on top. Good snap. England gets a high punt. It's going to be a fair catch out at the 47-yard line. A 35-yard punt gets the Raiders out of their own end.
First and 10, Trojans.
A 35-yard punt.
And that'll bring out the Trojan offense. We'll see if Chris Beard comes out or if it's Perry Fisher.
Perry Fisher, what a auspicious, comes in and his first pass of the night throws a 64-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring him right back out. The Southmore, Perry Fisher in at quarterback now for the Trojans with 1:08 on the clock. A little bit taller, lankier quarterback than Chris Beard. Beard the senior.
Beard the left-hander and Perry the right-handed. Uh-oh.
Fisher's going to be forced out of the pocket. There's a holding penalty not called. And Fisher's going to have a first down inside the 40, down to the 35-yard, a gain of 12.
Why Why that was not a holding call, I have no idea.
35-yard line.
But it looks like Lincoln's trying to go hurry up here to get some more points.
First down at the Raider 35. That's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to fall incomplete. Great coverage over there by Trent Hall. We're going to stop the clock at 41. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 on the incompleted pass. Dorian Collier in the backfield with Perry Fisher. Receivers at the top of the screen. They're going to put a Beard out to the top. Skarica. And they're leaving Skarica wide open at the. They're going to force pressure to Fisher, and he's just going to do the smart thing and run out of bounds with 35 seconds.
Move right there by Perry Fisher
2-yard gain.
to make something out of nothing.
Injury timeout.
35 seconds on the clock. We do have an injury timeout, but it's going to be looks like it's going to be about a 2-yard gain for Fisher and bring up 3rd and 8.
Please remember, Trojan Nation, that it's never too late to be a Lincoln
I can't
quarterback.
tell if this is a Navarre player or a Lincoln player. It looks like a Navarre player.
Trojan Elite members, Keela Bishop, Emery and Leslie Collier.
I can't see
Christopher
who's down.
Shelley Green, Leah Benita Hampton, Craig and Tia Henry, Jackie Morales. Emily Colvin and Karen Miller.
Can't tell if it's his knee or ankle.
It's going to be number 42 for the Raiders. That would be Jeffrey Maddox. He had a little bit of ankle issues, kept out of last week's game as well. So wonder if that's lingering effects of what he was experiencing last week. And it looks like it definitely is the ankle.
Jeffrey, if you're listening, I wish you the best in recovery.
Most definitely. Hopefully he'll get a good rest in halftime and maybe be out for the second half. You never can tell with these young men. They're young. They recoup quickly. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Trojans at the Raider 33. The 35 seconds on the clock here in the first half. 21-14.
Fisher.
They're going to the end zone, and it's going to be nice coverage over there by Gabe Davis. It's going to fall incomplete.
That was almost intercepted.
It's going to bring up 4th and 8 on the incompleted pass. Almost intercepted by number 15, Jaden Rivera.
And now Coach Gray will have a big decision to make.
You're going to get the ball to start the second half, so I would probably just punt this ball away. And because I don't know what kind of leg that Monroe has from field goal range.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't, especially with our special teams being shaky so far. But
21-14 Lincoln here on IrishBillSports.com.
it looks like they're lining up to go for it.
There's a flag on the play as the play clock is still showing 40. They never ran the clock. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Lincoln.
Brings up 4th down.
Their first penalty of the night.
Well, Lincoln was due for one at some point.
And they're still keeping the offense on the field. 4th and 13. Fisher back in the shotgun, looking to pass. He's feeling pressure from Grady Kelly. And it's going to be a completed pass inside the 35 down to the 26-yard line.
It's close.
Beard with the catch.
Couldn't tell if he got
Turnover on downs.
He did not get it.
20.8 seconds left in the half.
And that
It's going to be a completed pass to Beard, but it's going to be about 11 yards, 1 yard short.
And the ball will go over to the Navarre Raiders, who, I mean, it would make sense right now just to take a knee and get to halftime. That's what I would do.
So the Raiders will send the offense back out with 20.8 seconds.
We'll see what Coach Jay Walls decides to do.
20 seconds on the clock. Courtney's going to do a hitter to the far sideline. He's going to get out of bounds
Smart
on the
play.
pass to Xavion Thomas. That's going to take up 5 seconds.
To Xavion Thomas.
And we're down to 14.9.
14.9 seconds left.
A 8-yard completion to Thomas. Courtney back to pass again, and Thomas is going to get out of bounds after a first down catch out to the 42.
To Xavion Thomas.
It's going to be a gain of
10.3 seconds.
it's going to be a
left in the
gain
half.
of 6, and then Raiders first down.
With 10.3 seconds left until halftime, folks.
First and 10 Raiders. Courtney in the gun.
Here comes the blitz.
Courtney's going to get sacked back to the 40,
Trojan defense.
And
and that will probably run out the clock.
End of the first half, ladies and gentlemen.
Your halftime score, Lincoln 21, Navarre 14 on IrishBillSports.com. We're going to let you listen to some music as we go to the break here. And Lincoln 21, Navarre 14. And we'll be back after this, one of my favorite songs when it comes to football season.
And we will also hear from the Navarre
Three claps.
band.
We're ready tonight. 3 claps. 3 claps.
We'll interrupt for the
3
Raider
claps.
band once they start, but right now we're going out and we're going to listen to a
27
little
years
bit
ago, I sat in this locker
Kenny
room just like you
Chesney's
guys on a knee getting
Boys
ready
of
to
Fall.
play a game. I walk down the locker room, it still smells the same. It takes you back real quick. One of the things that caught me was how fast 27 years goes by. There's so many people that live vicariously through you. I would give anything tonight to jump in one of these uniforms with you guys.
To do something I never had an opportunity to do. My father never saw me play. You play for your fathers tonight.
That feeling goes away. It goes away, and it doesn't come every Friday night. It comes when you get married. It comes when your child's born. So you get it, but you just don't get it every Friday night. You're going to miss that more than anything in the world. That's what I miss. And so you seniors that are focused on college, you're focused on your work after high school, what you're going to do next, you're focused on tomorrow, aren't you? You've got plenty of time for tomorrow. But these tonights, they're going by fast. You focus on tonight. This is about you guys. This is about the guys in this room that care about each other, that know.
Well, we're going to cut that off as the Navarre Raider band is on the field, so we're going to get down and let you watch a little bit of the Raider halftime show here at Lincoln High School.
Drum majors, Kaylee McDonald and Sydney Lawson. Is your band ready?
Oh, they'll be starting here momentarily. Open up the field, Mike. at the half. Navarre trailing Lincoln on the road 21-14. Navarre Raider marching band with their halftime performance here at Gene Cox Stadium. Go back and finish more of our song, The Boys of Fall.
Number one, fire flag. Number two, fire flag. 1, 2, 3, last flag. 1, 2, last flag. 1, 2, last flag. Let's go play it.
All we need is just somebody that wants to do some leadership out there. Now we go. Come on, hit. Everybody's a leader.
Samples in the tackle place, would that be? All right.
Navarre Raider Sports is brought to you by Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, your local real estate connection. With Ursula, you got a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Ursula can help with all of your real estate needs. Whether in the Florida Panhandle or around the world, her 16 years experience in real estate will work for you with innovative marketing strategies. Thinking about selling your home? Call Ursula for a free marketing analysis to see if you qualify for one of the incentive programs. Call or text 850-642-5711. Email ursula.householder@floridamoves.com or go to householderhomes.com. Go Raiders! Your fans are all behind you at the field or while you're watching at home.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Welcome back to Gene Cox Stadium. I have a special guest with me. Navarre alum and FAMU Rattler baseball player, Octavian Moyer. Welcome, Octi.
You doing all right?
Doing great and enjoying the game so far?
Oh, yes, sir, for sure.
The tow truck is
And this guy is just, I thought I was loud. This guy is extremely loud behind me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So what's going on at Florida A&M, getting ready for fall baseball season?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It should be a pretty good year for us.
And you made the playoffs last year, the NCAA playoffs, and then you'll be looking to have another great spring this year, and you'll be a senior. It's hard to believe you're a senior already, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, time definitely flies.
Well, hopefully you'll get to make a trip one of these weekends up to Birmingham with us to go watch my son Brady play at Miles, because I think it's going to be a special year for the Golden Bears this year.
Oh, yeah, it should be a pretty good year for them.
They went on the road last week and beat Fort Valley State 38-17. Brady had 7 kickoffs last Saturday, so he'll be handling the kickoff chores this weekend as they play Morehouse. What's going on at Florida A&M with your baseball team? As far how many starters you got coming back? And
I think we actually have most of our starters coming back. I mean, a couple of us are going to switch positions, switch over, and hopefully we have a couple new recruits that fill in those positions that we are definitely replacing. But it should be a pretty good year.
And Coach, is it Shoup?
Yes, sir.
Coach Shoup back for another year, with his seventh or eighth year at Florida A&M.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I gotta pause. Whenever he starts talking, I gotta pause a little bit. But I think people would rather hear me than him, anyways. But so how's school going? School going good?
Yes, sir. It's going well.
Well, Brady got I know I'm being a little daddish right here now, but he got a letter this week from one of his counselors that he is going to get corded this week.
That's what's
He's
up.
going to get
That's
his
awesome.
cords, and I tell you, I love what he does on the field, but I love even more what he's doing in the classroom.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Definitely a true student athlete like yourself.
Yes, sir.
The Raiders come out big. They had a third down conversion there on their first drive. They go in for a score. They take a 14-7 lead on the keeper by Courtney, but 2 big pass plays for Lincoln that put the Trojans out at top going to the half.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I had just found out that one of my new teammates, that is his cousin, and he's committed to Clemson, I believe.
Sage Ennis?
Yes, sir.
Number 10?
Yes, sir.
He is going to Clemson. I believe he is. He's wearing number 10.
Yes.
He plays a little bit of quarterback, but mostly he lines up at wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be heading to play for Dabo Sweeney and the Clemson Tigers. And we're getting ready to start the second half. Thanks for coming on, Bud. Good to see you.
Sure. Good to see you, too. Hopefully to hear from you soon.
Most definitely. That was Navarre alum Octavian Moyer going to school over here at Florida A&M. And we're getting ready for the second half here at Gene Cox Stadium. It's Irish Bill with Jonathan Ferris here on the road. Actually, Jonathan's not on the road. This is his home location.
I live in Monticello, but okay.
Close enough.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready for kickoff here. Preston Penton will be getting the action underway.
And it looks like Lincoln will be getting the ball to start this second half.
For once, the Raiders won a toss, and they took the opening toss, and they did go down and score. So it has worked to their advantage all year long. Penton with the end-over-end kick. It's going to be inside the 10, down to the 6. It is returnable. It is a nice return right up the middle and all the way back to the 44-yard line where Kobe Johnson will take Larry with the return out to the 44, a 38-yard return.
What a great return there by the Trojans. Now they'll get set up with good field position.
It's a 54-yard kick, but he returned it out to the 44-yard line.
On the 44-yard line, it'll be first and 10 Trojans.
And we're underway here in the second half. 21-14, Lincoln on top of Navarre here on this Thursday night game. They're bringing back Chris Beard at quarterback here in the second half.
What's weird is they rotated the quarterbacks in the first half.
And it's first and 10. It's going to be Beard back to pass the lefty. He's going to be forced out of the pocket.
And he's going to throw this one away.
And right at the yardage marker, but it's going to be incomplete. They'll bring up second and 10.
Initially, it looked like he wanted to go long to one of his receivers, but I guess he didn't see anything, so he just decided to throw it away.
So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Trojans from their own 44 on their first possession of the second half.
Second down, 10.
Beard looks to the sideline. Twin receiver split to the near side. Single to the top of the screen. Pendleton in the backfield to the left of Chris Beard. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans from their own 44. Skarka goes in motion. It's going to be hand up the middle. Not much there as the Raider interior line makes the tackle. In fact, the whole line. Paul Schultz in there on the tackle. Jeffrey Maddox back in there, so he back off that ankle injury.
It's good to see Jeffrey back in the ball game after hurting his ankle in the first half.
Devin Wright in there as well. 3rd and 9 for the Trojans. Beard back to pass. He's going to take off and run, and he's going to be close. He's going to lean, and he's going to be about a yard short. Nice scamper there by Beard.
Excellent job there by Chris Beard. Not forcing anything and just taking off.
Courtney, 10 of 14 in the first half for 157 yards and a score. 4th and 1, and the Trojans are keeping their offense on the field. Beard looks over the sideline. Twin receivers up tight. Top of the screen, single to the bottom. Beard back to pass. And he's going to. They give a little bit too much coverage over there to Skarka. Skarka. And a 3-yard pass to Skarka.
And that moves the change for the Trojans.
His second catch of the night, as he had the 56-yard touchdown pass on the opening score for the Trojans. 1st and 10, handoff. It's going to be a quick hitter to the outside. A block in the back, not called. They throw the flag.
It could be on Navarre or Lincoln. But
let's see what they're going to call here. Jonathan, I think they're going to get a block in the back here by the receiver. It is going to be a block in the back.
I should have trusted you, Bill.
Hey, the sun shines on a monkey's back every once in a while. And that's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
And that's not what you wanted if you're the Trojans.
1st and 16 for the Trojans from the Raider 49. Beard looks to the sideline. Fisher sending in a play call, the backup quarterback, number 15. Hey, Beard still looking over here to the near side. 1st and 16. Beard back to pass. He's going to roll out to his left. He is going to just step out of bounds first before he throws the pass, which is going to stop the clock at the 9:34 mark. So actually, it's going to be a 1-yard loss. It'll bring up 3rd and 17.
I thought he had crossed the line of scrimmage, but I guess not.
They're going to mark. Actually, it's right. They're going to mark it back at the 50. So he was behind the line of scrimmage. 9:34 on the clock. 2nd and looks like about 17 for the Trojans. Just underway here in the second half. 9:34 on the clock. Lincoln 21, Navarre 14. Here on IrishBillSports.com. Beard back to pass. He's got that out pattern. That's going to be caught and out of bounds at the Raider 39. 11-yard catch. It'll bring up 3rd and about
7, 6 maybe.
It's going to bring about 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd down and about 6.
I was close.
And another completion to Skarka. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Trojans at the Raider 39. 8:59 on the clock. Beard back to pass. He's feeling pressure. He's just going to throw it away. And actually, he's going to come up with it. And that's going to be a Trojan first down. What a play by Beard and Skarka.
That was a nice pass there by Beard, but if you were getting pressured and Nothing was there. I would have taken off and run with it.
But he completes the pass for a Trojan first down to the Raider 29-yard line.
Trojans are moving down the field.
First and 10, Trojans at the Raider 29. And Brady Kelly's going to come in from his left side in his third sack of the night, all the way back to the 40, 11-yard loss. Kelly's third sack of the night. And it's an 11-yard loss on first down.
That has to be 3 times that Beard's been sacked.
And it's been courtesy of one Mr. Grady Kelly. Man-child, Mr. Kelly. 6'4", 260, defensive end. And he actually lines up anywhere on the interior of the defense. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 21. Beard in the shotgun.
Here comes the blitz again.
And here comes Kelly for another sack, his 4th sack of the night. All the way back to the 43.
With another sack.
He's just coming through that offensive line area.
He's working on our defensive player of the game already.
If he keeps racking up sacks like that, he may just get it.
It's going to bring up 3rd. They need to get down to the 19. They're at the 43, so my calculation, 3rd down and 24 coming up for the Trojans. The Raider defense trying to stop this drive right here, and there's going to be a flag on the play. I think as we're down to 0.
And it looks like it's a false start.
False start.
Called against the Trojans.
So that'll just make it even more difficult.
And that's going to bring up 3rd and 32.
Timeout, Trojans.
Trojans going to take out a timeout. We're going to put the full allotted timeouts first before we take that one away. And they'll have a 3rd. They need to get down to the 19-yard line. They're all the way back to the 48. So 3rd and 29 coming up, Jonathan.
Exactly. And here's my take, is that in the first half, it was Navarre had a lot of penalties, but now it seems like Lincoln here in the second half is being a little bit undisciplined.
You're exactly right. The Raiders had 7 penalties in the first quarter and first half, and Lincoln has already had 3 here in the second half. It's going to bring up 3rd and 29 from the Trojans from the Raider 48, 7:08 on the clock. Beard in the shotgun, trips to the right side, single to the near side. 3rd and 29.
They're trying to get through.
And here comes Kelly once again. But Kelly's going to go down once again all the way back to the Raider 31-yard line. And we're going to have a penalty on Beard for throwing the ball after he was picked up off the ground. Grady Kelly with his 5th sack on the night.
He's working on that player of the game.
Most definitely. All the way back to the 35-yard line.
Sportsmanlike conduct.
And now they're going to mark off 15 all the way back to the 20.
What is this, 3rd and 61?
We're going to have 4th down because the play was over.
4th down for the Trojans.
Grady Kelly with his 5th sack on the night.
That looks like 4th and 51 or 61. I can't really tell from here.
5 sacks on the night for the junior defensive lineman.
I don't think I've ever seen.
And they need to get down to the 19 or they're all the way back to their own 20. 30, 31. 4th and 61 coming up.
And folks, no, we are not making this up.
And it's even on the scoreboard. 4th and 61. Beach back to punt. That's a nice punt. Gabe Davis is going to field it at his own 34. He breaks back, and he's going to get positive yardage out to the 43. A return of 9 yards for Gabe Davis.
See, the thing with the whole Chris Beard penalty is you didn't have to do that. I mean, the play was over. And now you give the Raiders good field position. I mean, that's got to be frustrating if you're Coach Gray.
Most definitely, but On that possession, 3 straight sacks by Grady Kelly. Puts the Trojans all the way back to their own 35-yard line. I'm going to stop the clock here because we're at 6:29. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. I got to throw my Wizard of Oz take in there every once in a while when I let the scoreboard go. So I blame it on the guy behind the curtain running the clock. 21-14 Lincoln. Navarre gets the ball back at their own 44. Great field position after Lincoln had first down at the Raider 29.
And now that'll bring out Marlon Courtney and the Navarre offense.
And we have movement on both sides.
Well,
two Lincoln players, 2 Navarre players.
False start called against the Raiders.
False start against Navarre.
Bill, it was close. I thought Lincoln had jumped.
They'll bring up first and 15 for Navarre back to their 39. 6:29 on the clock here in the third quarter. Lincoln on top 21-14. A tight ball game as we thought it would be, Jonathan.
Yep, I agree with you, Bill. I thought it would be tight as well.
Courtney in the shotgun, Antonio to his left. England to the near side. It's going to be Courtney back to pass. And it's going to be picked off.
Wow.
What a beautiful interception by Mike Please at the 49-yard line. He tried to hit his receiver, Xavion Thomas, across the middle, but Please steps in and takes the interception at the Raider 49.
As they say, Bill, it pays to be in the right spot at the right time.
49-yard line. First and 10. Trojans.
First turnover of our ball game, Jonathan. And the Trojans take over at the Raider 49-yard line.
And I believe that's what I said, Bill, is to create turnovers. And that Trojan defense certainly forced a turnover.
Fisher back in at quarterback, it looks like. Nope, that's Beard. And another big completion all the way down inside the 20, down to the 21-yard line. It's going to be a 28-yard gain as he was wide open here on the near sideline.
Great pass there by Chris Beard.
Dominic Larry with the reception of 28 yards.
As Lincoln is moving the ball.
And it's first down at the Raider 21. .28 yards on the completion. And it's been an air show.
They're coming back.
And there is Grady Kelly once again. And another sack for Kelly.
That's got to be number 6, Bill.
Number 6 on the night for Kelly.
With the loss of 1, number 52, Grady Kelly with the sack.
6 sacks on the night for Navarre, all courtesy of number 52, Grady Kelly. That's going to bring up 2nd and 12.
Can we just say it, Bill? He's going to be the player of the game.
Well, we still got a lot left to be played here. 17 minutes to go in this ball game. A loss of 2.
Dominic Larry to the 10.
Larry's going to be wide open for a Lincoln touchdown.
He just found a seam and
at the 5:09 mark. And the Trojans' lead stretches out to 13 with 5:09 on the clock here in the third quarter.
So the Trojans take advantage of Navarre's turnover.
Monroe in for the extra point. 22-yard pass play from Beard.
Your score with 5:09 left in the third quarter. Lincoln 28. Navarre.
Stretch at the lead out to 28-14 here with 5:09 to go. The extra point is good. So the Raiders give up the short field at the 49, and the Trojans take advantage of it.
And Bill, that's one of also the main keys is to see who can turn the ball over the least. Because if you have the most turnovers, it's not going to do anything for you.
With Birch Orthodontics, David Byler with Bodybuilder, Silver sponsor, Renee Glennon with Cold Will Baker. Frank Flowers with Flowers Law, Prime Meridian Bank, and Scottsdale Academy. Get those hands in the air, Georgia Nation, and make some noise.
Monroe with the kickoff coming up, 28-14. Lincoln over Navarre with 5:09 on the clock here in the third quarter.
What'll be interesting to see is if Navarre can come back out and answer Lincoln's touchdown.
We got a nice return over the 40. Davis over the 50, still on his feet. 45-40, inside the 30, all the way down to 28. No flags. And a nice return by Gabe Davis to give Raiders great field position at the Lincoln 28-yard line.
Excellent return there by Gabe Davis.
68 yards on the return for Gabe Davis, and the Raiders are in field position in Trojan land. Got a great couple of blocks there, and he did a lot of it there at the end. But a 62-yard kickoff return for Gabe Davis. First and 10 Raiders at the Lincoln 28-yard line. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be Courtney on the keeper, and he's going to dive down to about the 19-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 8. Down to the 21.
It didn't take one touchdown by Navarre for me to realize how special this Marlon Courtney kid is.
Marlon Courtney the third. His older brother Tyrell played with my son, graduated in 2015 from Navarre. It's going to be a handoff to Antonio. He's going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 4, Jaden Antonio with the carry. Brings up third down.
It's going to bring up third and about 3. No gain for Antonio.
Look,
so Nation, stand to your feet and make some noise.
So about third down and short.
3rd and 2.5. It's going to be Trent Hall going to cut back, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Actually going to lose a yard back to the 22.
So it looks like, what does Navarre decide to do here?
Down 2 scores, you got to keep the offense on the field.
I tend to agree.
It's going to be 4th and 4 for the Raiders at the Trojan 22. A key point in this game for the Raiders coming up right here. 4th and 4, trailing by 14 with 3:18 on the clock.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Walls, I keep the offense on the field.
4th and 4, they're going to run a sweep. Courtney's going to get the keeper, and he is close to a first down.
If he got it, it was by a smudge.
Nice call there, Jonathan. Smudge. I haven't heard that call in a long time. Looks like he is going to be close to the first down. And they did move. It's going to be first. It's going to be first down for one team or the other.
I can't tell. Did he get it?
They got to have a measurement. Don't celebrate quite yet. That ball is right at the marker.
It's a teardrop close.
It's a shoelace close to the first down marker. And I mean, you don't even need to move the chain. It's right there. And they're trying to stretch it out again.
Oh,
I mean,
my goodness.
it can only go 10 yards, officials.
And it looks like Navarre was stopped there, Bill.
The ball was at the 28. They started this drive at the 38. That is a first down.
I don't know, Bill. I couldn't tell. Ooh.
Here in a QB.
Who's in the QB? I think it should have been a first down too, Bill. But
It should have.
I don't know. That's one of the questionable calls if there was instant replay.
I mean, it's right at the 28 there. We're at the 38. That's 10 yards. That's a first down. We'll move on. It's 1st and 10, Lincoln the other way from the 20, from the 18. Beard back in at quarterback, 28-14 Lincoln. Beard back to pass. A nice catch out there by number 14, Jalen Oliver.
With the catch for the Trojans. Oliver.
And it's going to be a gain of, let's call it 7 yards.
Second down and 3. Ball's on the 25-yard line.
Nice half for Beard so far, 6 for 6 for 80 yards and a score. Second and 3 coming up for the Trojans from their own 25-yard line. Beard back to pass. They're going to throw a pass over here. Skarica out over the 30 to the 37.
They'll move the chains.
The Raiders just getting eaten up on the pass play here tonight.
Ball's on the 37-yard line.
Nothing going on the ground, but I tell you, Lincoln is moving the ball through the air. It's a 12-yard gain.
Coach Gray must have had a serious talk with them.
You got to play these receivers a little bit tighter. It's going to be Beard on the option. And he's going to have another first down in Raider territory down to the 48, 47-yard line. 50. Trojans showing their might here in the third quarter as they stop the Raiders and now moving back into Raider territory with 1:33 on the clock. First and 10, Lincoln at the Raider 47.
And Beard's going to keep it.
And he's going to get positive yardage down to the 40. He's going to gain 7 and bring up second and 3. The Raiders defense has been out there quite a lot here in this third quarter.
We'll see if the Raiders defense if they get a little tired out there.
Down under a minute to go here in the third quarter, 28-14 Lincoln. Raiders have to make a stop here because they don't want to go down 3 scores to this Lincoln team on the road. Beard looks over the sideline. We're down to 40 on the clock here in the third quarter. Ennis goes in motion from right to left.
Beard trying to pass.
And they're trying to hit Ennis.
He does.
Out it bounds at the 15-yard line.
Great pass right there by Chris Beard.
25-yard gain.
Ennis with the catch and run down to the 15.
Ennis, the Clemson commit, with the catch.
8 for 8 here in the third quarter for 117 yards for Beard. And we're down with 24 seconds on the clock. First and 10. Lincoln at the Raider 15.
Uh-oh.
Beard cuts it back down to the 10.
The Raiders just being chased out of the pocket by Devin Wright, but he's going to get positive yardage down to the 8 for a 7-yard gain with 17 seconds on the clock.
Navarre trying to minimize the damage if at all possible.
Second and 3 for Beard as he goes under center at the Raiders 7. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Pendleton. Pendleton's going to get down to the 6.
And
that's going to be the last play. It should be the last play of the third quarter.
That'll probably be the last play of the third quarter, folks.
And they might get this play underway with 2 seconds. 1 second, they get the play underway. It's going to be Pendleton on the carry, and it's going to be close depending on the spot.
The 5-yard line.
It may be first and goal as we start the fourth quarter.
Third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Your score, Lincoln 28, Navarre 14. Get those 4 fingers in the air, Troy.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Irish Bill and Jonathan Ferris here back here at Gene Cox Stadium. Whereas we're getting ready to enter the fourth quarter, we'll start, I believe, with the first and goal, Lincoln Trojans. Or did they measure at the end of the third quarter? It was close to a first down. They do have the first down marker up. So it'll be first and goal, Lincoln, at the Raider 5-yard line to start the fourth quarter. Lincoln out on top, 28-14.
Great game so far, Bill. Intense on both sides.
The Raiders starting to tire out. Their defense was out there pretty much the whole third quarter, all but those 4 plays.
Hot dogs and hamburgers is half dogs on hot dogs and hamburgers.
Again, great crowd tonight by Navarre.
The Raider faithful came out in numbers tonight along the way. First and goal for the Trojans as we get underway here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be almost no gain. Actually down to the 4 on the carry. That looked like number 21 Pendleton. 1 gain for 1 yard for Pendleton.
Second down, goal to go.
Second and goal at the Raider 4. Trojans just grinding the clock away here.
I think that would be Lincoln's goal at this point. They're trying to run the clock down.
Second and goal at the Raider 4. 11:23 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Navarre trailing 28-14 on the road here on this Thursday night. It's going to be Fisher on the keeper, and he's going to go in. Actually, that's Sage Ennis. Sage Ennis on the keeper, and the Trojans are back on the board. A 4-yard keeper by Sage Ennis in there at quarterback at the 11-11 mark. And that stretches the lead out to 34-14.
Put 6 on the board for the Trojans.
Four-yard keeper by Sage Ennis. The Clemson commit. Monroe in for the extra point, and it's good. Lincoln has now scored 28 straight points.
11-11 left in the game. Lincoln 35, Navarre 14.
Now, if I'm Navarre, I would want to respond here because you're down 3 scores.
Yeah, you got to go to the air continuously now, being down 3 scores on the road in the fourth quarter, 35-14 in your first district matchup of the season. The Raiders will be back here again next month against Leon, I believe, on the 18th.
I believe so. From now on, every district game is important.
Yeah, so 35-14, Lincoln on top here with 11-11 to go in the fourth quarter. Irish Bill with Jonathan Ferris here on IrishBillSports.com.
Stand to your feet and make some noise.
This guy's getting a little bit annoying. It's going to take a bounce and go out of bounds, so the Raiders will get the ball at the 35.
Good field position coming up for Navarre.
Blazes down. Injury timeout.
The clock doesn't run on that play. It's 11-11 to go in the ball game. Navarre trailing 35-14 here on the road. Courtney brings the offense back, and they got to go to the air, Jonathan.
Right at this point, Bill, yeah, you got to go to the air. You can't run the ball. Running the ball is just going to – that'll favor Lincoln because the clock will keep running. And, folks, right in front of me, I've got dancers.
Yeah. They're going to make him kick off again.
Why are they making him kick off again?
It's lower. There we go.
They'll be kicking from the 35-yard line.
Monroe getting ready to kick off once again, for this time from the 35.
Do what you want, a Trojan.
And it's going to go out of bounds, and the Raiders are going to lose 16 yards on that decision right there, Jonathan. Raiders out of sync here a little bit.
Credited with the return.
We're going to zoom in just a little bit more. There we go.
So now the Raiders offense comes back on the field with Marlon Courtney.
First and 10 for the Raiders from their own 19.
I think this drive is huge or crucial for the Raiders.
I agree with you, Jonathan. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be Courtney on the keeper. Big block from the outside by Xavier Thomas. And Courtney's going to get out over the 25 to the 26. A gain of 7, and 2nd and 3 for Navarre coming up.
Number 24, Darian Lawrence with the tackle.
You got to throw the ball if I'm Navarre here.
Down 3 scores. The Raiders being patient here.
Courtney in the gun. Ball's on the 26-yard line.
Thomas to the near side. Hull and England to the top of the screen. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be Antonio with the first down carry out over the 35 to the right out to the 35.
With the carry, and that's good enough for a Raider. First down. First and 10 Raiders.
It's going to be a 9-yard gain. 9-yard gain for Antonio and a Raider first down. First and 10 Raiders from their 35. 10-16 on the clock.
All right, do we have a timeout? Or no, we have a flag.
Flag on the play.
We got a procedure call.
Flags, Bill, tonight flags are killing Navarre tonight.
That is their 8th penalty on the night. Going to move it back 5 yards.
As they say, penalties will drive coaches crazy.
And they drive visiting broadcasters crazy too. First and 15.
Courtney in the gun. First and 15.
It's going to be handoff to Antonio. He's going to get 4 of the 5 yards back.
Jaden Antonio with the carry. Gain of 4 brings up 2nd down and 11.
9:33 on the clock.
The disadvantage right now for Navarre is that the clock is running.
Clock is running. 2nd and 11. Courtney's going to roll out to his right. He's got a receiver
Pass is
broken up and falls incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 11.
That was huge right there for Navarre that the pass fell incomplete because now the clock stops.
Clock will stop at 9:15.
Marcus Knight with the pass. It brings up
3rd and 11 for the Raiders from their own 34. They got a receiver. Xavier Thomas had the first down initially, has it again, and he's out of bounds at the Lincoln 49-yard line. 17-yard gain to Thomas and a Raider first down.
Great pass right there by Marlon Courtney.
4th catch on the night for Thomas for 70 yards. It's going to be a Raider first down with 9:05 on the clock. It's going to be about a minimal yard gain there on the handoff to Jabari Mitchell. 1 yard gain on Jabari's.
Jabari Mitchell with the carry for the Raiders. Brought down by number 25, Ryan Forston.
Forston on the tackle for the Trojans. 1 yard gain for Mitchell. 2nd and 9.
Again, the clock is running.
Raiders with 2nd and 9 at the Trojan 48-yard line. They need to score quick. It's going to be Bailey Houston off right tackle with him. The big gain. He's going to be close to the first down marker. He's right at the sticks.
It looks like it might be a first down, Bill. Maybe, or maybe just short.
9-yard run, good enough for a Raider. First down. Ball's on the 39-yard line of the Trojans.
9 yard gain for Houston on his first carry of the night and a Raider first down, but clock's down to 8 minutes to go here. First and 10, Navarre.
Got to throw the ball.
Courtney back to pass. He's got Houston wide open. And there's a late hit. You got to throw that one, and they finally do.
I agree, Bill. I knew that was going to be a late hit. You can't do that. That's a flag for sure.
The pass was over the receiver's head, and now Houston is down on the sideline.
That cannot be good. It looks like he's up.
Personal foul called against the Trojans. First and 10.
And if I'm Lincoln right there, that does not do you any good because it helps Navarre out. Which if you're the Trojans, you don't want to do.
Give them 15 yards and another Raider first down to the Trojan 24. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be Antonio on the handoff, and he's no gain back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 4 with the carry, Jaden Antonio. Correction, that was number 22, Joshua Coates with the tackle for Lincoln about 2 plays ago, Joshua Coates.
And zoom in.
Second down on 11.
Courtney back to pass. He's feeling pressure. And he's going to go sacked all the way back to the 36-yard line.
That's number 15, Perry.
And it's going to be a loss all the way back to the 35, a loss of 11.
Clock is still running here.
Ryan Forston.
It's going to be, they need to get down to the 15. It'll be 3rd and 20 for Navarre.
Brings up 3rd down.
You got to throw the ball here if you're Courtney.
Lincoln cheerleaders, make some noise.
3rd and 20 for the Raiders. That's a Trojan 35. Courtney back to pass. He's got a receiver, and it's going to be...
Is that intercepted?
Intercepted in the end zone.
Intercepted.
And the Raiders going to turn the ball over once again.
24, Darian Lawrence.
I think Courtney got hit on that one.
First and 10 Trojans from the 20-yard line.
Courtney with his 2nd interception of the night. 5th on the season. He's just trying to make something happen there. But it's a nice play by the cornerback from Lincoln. And he intercepts it right at the goal line and carries into the end zone. And the Trojans going to take over 1st and 10 with 6:26 on the clock.
I would have kept that and brought it down and ran with the ball if I was Courtney. I realize the clock's not in your favor, but...
Perry Fisher coming back in. Nice job by Chris Beard. He now moves out to the wide receiver position here on the near side.
First and 10 Trojans.
Fisher in the shotgun. We'll probably see a steady dose of number 21 right here with the clock down to 6:26.
Fisher cuts it back.
Fisher's going to get an 11-yard gain for a Trojan first down out to the 31.
Bill, it wouldn't surprise me if Lincoln runs the ball as much as possible.
Still, Hurt and 10. Trojans.
And we got a water break. And
Once again, we take time to recognize our Trojan elite. Keela Bishop.
at the 6:20 mark.
Christopher Shelley Green. Leah Benita Hampton. Craig and Tia Henry. Jackie Morales. Danny and Sandy Moss. Danny and Jackie Pendleton. Jason and Tracy Riley. Neil Wow. We recognize Green Trojan. Miela Lindsay. And Trojan alums Emily Colvin and Aaron Miller. Join the Lincoln Quarterback Club. Either Trojan Elite, Green Trojan, or Trojan alumni. We welcome you.
First and 10 for Lincoln from their 31. 6:19 on the clock as the official winds the clock. It's going to be Pendleton. Actually, that's number 27 on the carry, Dorian Collier. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage plus 1 yard. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and a long 9. Clock continues to run. Lincoln up 35-14. Jaden, and there is Paul Schultz with the tackle in the backfield.
And Navarre was not fooled on that one.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10. No gain on the play.
3rd and 10. We're down to 5:24 on the clock. Here in the fourth quarter, 35-14. Lincoln out on top. The Raiders out on the road on a Thursday night game. And I'm trying to remember back if Navarre has ever played a Thursday night game, varsity-wise. And I can't remember. And I'm a pretty good stat guy. I remember a lot of things, but I don't remember too many Thursday night games.
Well, if they haven't, they have now.
Fisher back. He's scrambling. He's going to be brought down. Sack number 7 for Grady Kelly on the night.
He's got to have made the defensive player of the game, Bill. Anyone who gets 7 sacks in a night.
That is his 7th sack on the night.
If you're Navarre, you got to be thinking timeouts.
Raiders still have all 3 of their timeouts left, but the clock continues to run.
Looks like Lincoln will punt this ball away.
4th and 12. It's going to be Gabe Davis on the return. He's got a lane out to the left. He's going to cut into Trojan territory. Still on his feet. Down to the 40-yard line. A nice return of about 25 yards for Davis.
Well, you're in Lincoln territory. Navarre's in Lincoln territory, so let's see what they can do with the ball. Because they just forced the Trojans to punt.
And the clock is down to 3:59. Courtney back in on the night. 11 of 18, 174 yards, most of that in the first half. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Trojan 40. Courtney's going to go down again at the 48.
By number 74, Ruhan Goulbourne.
A loss of 8.
Second down.
6 sacks for Lincoln on the night as well.
You got to start thinking timeouts. You got to use a timeout at some point.
The only thing I can think of is maybe Jay Walls is throwing in the towel, but I know Jay Walls, he's not throwing in a towel. His young men are still out there trying. Courtney back to pass. His little screen play to Antonio. He's got a nice gain inside the 40, 35, and down close to the first down marker. Right at the 30s. That should be enough for a Raider first down.
I I'm with you, Bill. I mean,
Right.
Jay Walls is a good coach. He would not throw in the towel. Those boys will play really hard for him.
It's going to be a 17-yard.
29, Jackson Green.
17-yard gain to Antonio. First down, Navarre at the Trojan 30. Courtney's going to roll out to his left. He's just going to throw it away. Nobody over here.
And that was a good decision there by
And it's
Courtney.
going to be intentional grounding. In high school, you can't throw it away. You got to have a receiver. So that's going to be a loss of down for Navarre. It's going to be a loss of down on the intentional grounding. The only good thing about that is it stops the clock.
That's the plus there, is that the clock has been stopped. So
Intentional grounding called against the Raiders.
But the minus is that the yards, lose yards. That's the only minus.
They're back to the 39-yard line. Clock is at the 2:48 mark. The Raiders going to have a second and let's call it 19.
Third down.
And the Raiders from the Trojan 39-yard line.
Here comes the blitz.
And it's going to be an incompleted pass.
Intended for number 4, Jaden Antonio.
So that'll bring up fourth down for the Raiders. Would you go for it here if I'm Jay Walls?
You really have no choice. You're down 21 points.
Down.
2:42 on the clock, down 35-14.
You can't punt this ball. You
Nope.
have to go for it.
They're going to keep the offense on the field.
And that's a smart call by Coach Walls.
Third down for the Raiders. Courtney back in the shotgun from the Trojan 39. Just gets the play off. He's got a receiver. It's going to be caught by England inside the 10.
The pass is caught.
Good
Down
throw.
inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 33 to England and a Raider first down.
Good throw there by Marlon Courtney.
Pass is called by number 2, Tyler England.
But the clock starts.
And goal Raiders.
2:27 on the clock.
Ball's on the 6-yard line.
It's going to be Antonio on the keeper. He gets to the outside, and he's going to go in for a Raider
Touchdown,
touchdown.
Number 4,
At the 2:07 mark. A 6-yard run by Jaden Antonio.
Navarre's not done yet, folks.
I expect we got an onside kick coming up.
It would not surprise
Jonathan?
It would not surprise me, Bill, if you see Navarre kick an onside kick.
Penton in for the extra point. The kick is up. Kick is no good.
kick is no good.
Wow.
Senior score with 2:07 left in the game.
Somebody must have come across that Lincoln line there and didn't block it, but
We'd like to remind you.
There's a little bit left, it looked like.
Yeah.
Hamburgers are now half off. Hot dogs and hamburgers are now half off. Please
don't be
visit
surprised if
the
it's an
Lincoln
onside kick here, Bill.
Trojans already out on the field. Got their good hands unit up close. And the Raiders coming out will be teeing it up from the 40-yard line. Trailing 35-20 here with 2:07 to go.
Now, folks, remember, an onside kick must go 10 yards. Yep, and that looks exactly like what Navarre's going to do. They're going to do an onside kick.
They practice this all the time in practice. Penton looks like he's going to go to his right, to the far side of the field. And Sage Ennis over there with the good hands team for Trojans at the 50-yard line. It's going to go and it's going to take a hop. And Beard's going to recover and go out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A beautiful kick as it got the second big hop.
Beautiful kick there, Bill, but it took the unnecessary, not the hop that Navarre wanted there.
So the Trojans are going to take over 1st and 10. Raiders with their 3 timeouts left, hoping for a big play on defense, on the defensive side of the ball, trailing 35-20.
I think Navarre's best chance is to get a turnover here, I think.